So we're at the last little bit of this pretty involved question here. You can see that it's basically taken 20 minutes to do the bulk of it, with explanations and such, so it wouldn't take you as long, but it's still a pretty lengthy question. We've done all of the terms of the mortgage. We've solved term 2, we solved term 3 as well. And now it's like the total cost of the mortgage. And I gotta tell you here, it is not what the list price was, right? That's not what the total cost of this cottage was, because remember, they had to take out a mortgage to do this. So when we're looking at total cost here, it's really everything involved. It's the mortgage that helped pay for the closing costs, that helped pay for the renovations, that helped did all of those things. That is what the closing or what the total cost is. And that's how much they paid. So let's go up and let's kind of calculate a couple things. The third term, since I have it right here, the third term was 2 years. And they were paying $2,200, a little bit more, per month. Okay. The second term. This was done for 5 years, and their monthly mortgage rate was $22.5805. 22.58. Was it a 05? Let's take a look. Yeah, 05. And then their first term. That was what the total cost, their mortgage, was kind of broken up into. And this one was for 3 years. Don't remember what that one was, so I'm just going to scroll it up. $22.9545. $22.9545. Okay. Now, here's where we're going to actually end up calculating what's the price that this family paid for the mortgage with the renos, with the closing costs, with all of those things all put together. This includes the down payments being taken off, right? This is everything at once. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take their monthly mortgage rate for each of the terms. We're of course going to multiply each one of these by 12. And then we're going to multiply them by the year that the length of the term was. So for our first term, multiply by 12, multiplied by 3. For the second term, multiply by 12, multiplied by 5. For the third term, multiplied by 12, multiplied by 2. And we are going to add up all of these numbers in the end of what they get. So I'm just going to pause the video here. I'm going to calculate what these numbers are just by multiplying, and then getting the costs down below. You can do that too if you'd like to, but I'm just going to pause it for right now and fill in those blanks. So I've calculated what the total costs of each of the terms were. Kind of see my work over here. And then you can see the final cost of this mortgage after everything was said and done is $271,170. I just kind of wanted to say that the original mortgage that they ended up taking out and that they ended up financing all of this money worth was the original cost minus their down payment. So this was the original amount here. I'll just kind of label that as OG amount. Right? This was like the PV to start off everything with, to start off their mortgage with. And they ended up paying $271,000. So the interest would be these two numbers, subtract each other from that, which is kind of wild when you think about it. You know, a little less than $50,000 over a course of 10 years in order to get their cottage with the renovations, with all the closing costs on that. So very long question. Lots of stuff, at play, and it kind of wraps up all in the end of showing you kind of a real world example of what these kind of things add up to and kind of what these monthly breakdowns and the terms are for this.